Hey everyone, tonight we're going to be looking at solving variables and expressions, and what our learning target will be is I will be able to write algebraic expressions. Since this is your first video, be mindful that you can pause at any time, make sure you take really good notes, and then you come into class, you're prepared and ready to go. Alright, so let's begin. What we're going to start with is our key vocabulary. So we have 4 key vocabulary for this section, and that's quantity, variable, algebraic expression, and numerical expressions. So to begin, a quantity is anything that can be measured, like weight or length or anything like that. That's just a quantity. You can measure that. A variable is a symbol using a letter that represents values. So when I'm representing a variable, I'm using like X or Y or Z or something that has a letter with it. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase that contains one or more variables. So it means I can use X's or I can use Y's. And then an expression has no equal sign. So you might want to be mindful of that. No equal sign. And then a numerical expression is a mathematical phrase that involves numbers and operations such as plus, minus, divide, multiplying symbols, but it has no variables. So a numerical expression has none of those X's, none of those Y's, none of those Z's. All it is numbers, and it shows your signs and what you're using. Alright? Okay, cool. Let's move on. Okay, so we have a couple of examples here. And this one right here is just writing algebraic expressions. So our first one is 32 more than a number. Well, this time I didn't specify what a number represents. So I'm going to represent it with an X. If it doesn't tell me what it is, then I'm always going to assume that it is an X. So 32 more than a number. So look at this word right here, more. More represents plus. So it's 32 more than a number, so it would be a number plus, oh, I'm sorry, I told you I would use X. So X plus 32. So it's 32 more than a number, all right? 58 less than a number. So less represents minus, and since it's less than a number, it's going to be X minus 58. Right? Still following along with me? If not, pause, rewind, and rewatch. Okay, 8 times a number. So when I'm referring to times, that's where I'm referring to multiplying. So 8 times a number, and this time I'm going to change my number to an N, because I don't want you can get confused with the multiplication symbol and the X, or in the variable. So 8 times a number is just simply 8 times n. You can write 8 and n together, or you can write it 8 times n. Either way. And then finally, the quotient of a number n and 5. Quotient represents our division. So a quotient of a number n and 5. So then I would just simply do n divided by 5. Right? Hope you're still following along. Got one more slide left, so let's look at this slide. If my boards will stay up there. Okay, now we want to do it with 2 operations. So last slide we were kind of talking about it with 1 operation. Now we're putting multiple ones in. So 3 more than twice a number. So here's our word. We have this more plus twice a number. So 3 more than twice a number, I'm going to use some multiplication. Twice represents 2, so 2 times x, and then 3 more than that, so plus 3. Okay? 9 less than the quotient of 6 and a number x. So less is minus, quotient is divide, so 9 less than the quotient of 6 divided 6 and a number x. So it'll be x divided by 6. Oh, sorry, I had that backwards. Quotient of 6 and a number, so 6 divided by x, and then it's 9 less. all right? And then the product of 4, so product is multiplying, and the sum, so I'm looking at sum, so I'm adding of a number x and 7. Since it's the sum of these two numbers, then I'm going to put that in parentheses, x plus 7. And then it's the product of 4, so 4 will go on the outside, and I'm multiplying that by. All right, now make sure you bring your notes in tomorrow and complete the activity along with this. It should be attached. And good luck, and I will see you in the morning. Have a good day.